Okay. A little bit everything podcast. We are back.
We're back like we never left.
Like we never left, yo. Shout out to your boy, the Go Get It Dre, right? Sitting here.
Stro the Antagonist. You know, of course I was going to be here.
Of course. And we got, it was a Henny Dan today.
Yeah, Henny Dan tonight.
Henny Dan tonight, but we got Duce Dan here as well.
Henny Dan possible.
I like that.
Yo, you going to end up with like 100 names by the end of this.
That's his fault. It was
not my
Benzito.
fault.
It was we know him as Benzito, and then, but now he got a Beam, and then it took off from there.
Yep.
Nevertheless, we are back, and first of all, I want to shout out to our engineer, right?
Facts.
The general, right? Big up yourself. And we got a production team going on here, right?
Yep.
So this is officially a family business, right?
Staff.
You feel me? Shout out to my sister. She's got everything hooked up. Right now we're in an undisclosed location.
We at the headquarters.
The headquarters.
The ALBOET headquarters.
We're not quite in New York, but we doing it big tonight. But I just want to do
We in the city near you.
you feel me? I just want to do a check with the fellas though. How's everybody doing? Everybody's good?
Yeah, I mean, given what's going on in the world, I would say everything is copacetic. It's good. You know what I'm saying?
Shit great, man. I don't know what y'all talking
everything good.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So I definitely want to shout out everybody. So if you didn't know, right, me and my family went through a traumatic experience recently, and I want to just shout out the guys for just being there for me and everything. The engineer, even the production team, whoever's behind that, some young lady that I know, right? Definitely, yo, shout out to y'all because I had a loss in the family, not COVID related, but you realize how much you need people in your lives once you go through some things, and everybody in their own way stepped up. So I love you guys. I appreciate it. We here. We not going nowhere. So we want to get it jumping, right? So this is, we're in November, right? So what happens in November is election season. We have.
Oh, I thought you was about to say no, nothing. Oh,
No.
We
Some
gonna
of
do this
us-
episode?
Well, I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's been like that for the
I
last
heard,
few
you know what I'm
months.
saying, November. That's usually, but yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm practicing celibacy.
I'm not gonna put your card on this one, but
Man,
I'm gonna let you rock.
I'm practicing celibacy out here. But I know we just got past election day, right? So I know everybody's kind of preaching go vote, use your right to go. you know, I know some of us in this room didn't go vote. I'm not gonna point them out.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean,
Our group chats was lit. I thought we was all going to vote. Like,
there was a consistent somebody not responding to those.
He was asleep.
Oh, you sleep?
Yeah.
He missed the polls. You know, he could have mailed it in. But I think, was this the first time they ever did, like, they gave us a week before to kind of actually go out and vote or something like that?
there was always early voting, but I feel like it was more heightened this year. Usually,
COVID maybe.
yeah.
I never knew you could mail in your vote like early or anything like that.
Well, no, yeah, the mail-in vote is not necessarily a new concept. Because think about it, because most people, just entrepreneurs that just go around traveling, usually they address always changes. So,
Said most people.
what I'm saying, people that's moving around,
Okay.
they don't necessarily change they don't document that their new address is such and such. So they may have to find a way to go back home, either physically or they do mail-in ballots. So,
Yo, what's so funny?
what's going on?
So funny.
No, it's not.
Yo, this is gonna be forever inside jokes out here. But
Nah, but let's speak on it though. How because I know the consensus that most people, I guess that's not necessarily educated. They feel like my vote doesn't really count, or like what's the point, or like they kind of give up on the idea like why am I really voting, especially if I don't know the candidates or know what's really going on. What's the point of me voting? Like how you guys feel on that stance that people probably take a lot? I don't know. I know I kind of dropped a
looked at me
doozy
like
on
that.
y'all,
I want
but
you to go.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to go first.
because I know a lot of people aren't really informed. It's kind of like once the time arrives, that's when people decide to like, all right, let me tell such and such to go do this without actually having enough information. And then they feel like, well, what am I supposed to do? And like, what's the value in me voting if I don't even know what's going on or who I should really vote for?
I honestly,
Or what's your spin on it? Just basically, yeah.
nah, for real, real talk. I feel like this is just me. I voted because my mom insisted that I voted.
Got you.
Right. I don't follow politics or anything like that.
Did you actually want to vote?
No, I mean personally, I'd rather stay in.
You'd have did what the other person did in this group chat.
See, it would have made sense if you was given a day off at work. Like if it was a day off for you to just relax.
I'm asking you. You ain't answer. You ain't answer though.
Nah, honestly, I would have never went out and voted if it wasn't for my parentals. So and I don't live with my mom or anything, but she made it her business because she kind of knew how it was gonna go.
Yeah.
I said, nah, I'm not gonna go in the morning. I'm gonna go later after work.
Yeah.
I'm working from home, so she hit me up like 6:05, and I'm like, I stopped working like at 5 o'clock already. So
DJ,
like, you know, so she sent me the text. Did you vote? And I'm like, I said nah, and then we had a talk, and it was just the whole, use your right. People fought for your right for you to go use it, but my thing is like I don't know nothing about what's going on as far as the candidates. Like if I go there and I just vote,
yeah,
like what am I voting for? I'm taking off somebody's word, like yo, this person's good, but like what's your word against somebody else?
Not feel you.
No, you feel like this person's good, someone else feels the other person's good. But for me, doing my own personal observation, I didn't do one. So, I feel like if how people kind of make you feel bad about not voting.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that shit with a passion. Like if someone chooses not to vote because they didn't do their due diligence or they don't plan on doing their due diligence to vote, who cares? It's if life hits them because they didn't use their right, that's on them. You know what I mean? You didn't use your right. I feel like if you don't vote, then if something happens in the world because of you didn't choose to vote, then you can't complain, right? In which I feel like they should opt the right not to complain and they live their life. But most people who choose not to vote, they get thrown under the bus. Like I felt obligated to post my sticker online. Yeah, because I was like, I posted a sticker like,
I'm with the T. We here.
I just voted because my mom. I already knew how to do it. It's like, but they was like, put everybody down in one row. I was like, all right, cool. But I did it to vote, but I can't tell you why I voted. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
You about to drop something?
Me?
Me? Man.
No.
Who'd you vote? Nah,
Who I voted for? You want me to tell you the truth?
nah, whoever you. I don't care.
No, I'm not gonna tell you who I voted for, but I agree with you say because I really don't follow it. Besides the past 2 weeks, right? I don't know what you just said. But
His.
You gotta put me
Yo,
on.
shout out.
Stop.
We got a whole new mic system. We got a camera. So
Yo, we just working out the kinks.
And if you see me go like that, it's not like
Pause.
It's not
Don't do that.
It's not crazy like that.
Anyways, yo. So,
All right, here. All right, maybe. All right, let's put a little bit more substance to what we're talking about. Basically, we know for the most part, even though it shouldn't be, but we know like there's dominant two parties. So now, say if your mom had that talk, I wasn't there with you, but like whether it's your mom or whoever just on the street, and then they drop these two parties, and obviously each individual candidate have their own specifics, policies, and things that they want to enforce. But as a whole, what certain parties stand for, or at least what they mostly support, you don't think that would be enough for you to like be inquisitive and just wonder, or even to like pick a side from that aspect? Basically, the Democrats and then Republicans, obviously. So, based on what your prior knowledge of what the Republicans represents and what the Democrats represents, who would you? I'm not saying like to show your colors, but like which side would you lean? Because then I can give you my introspective view of
What's conservative?
what's conservative?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Conservatives. They are hard, right?
I just want you to explain.
I really don't know, to tell you the truth. It's just I was at the DMV, right?
Oh, they put that.
Yeah.
That was an option.
That was an option. So I said, I don't really know which one to go for. So I said, why not just go conservative?
All right.
And that's what I did.
Basically, and this is not a political podcast, so please don't even quote us. You know what I'm saying? This is just you know, you could say a step above, you know, politics for dummies. I would say that, but basically there's like a left and a right, and conservative would be like a hard right, and then liberals is like on the left side. So it's pretty much like,
So where's middle ground?
One of the bigger parties. Kanye.
It gets complex, but basically I guess from you guys point of view, how do you feel like Republicans, like what does the Republican Party means to y'all, and what does the Democrat Party means to y'all?
Shit to me.
Like, I mean, like what they stand for, and like, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna go from what I'm kind of picturing, or from what I see, right? So I feel like most people, they vote based on what's going to affect their economic future, right? So if I had to look at it, and this is what puts me in limbo.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to look at it, I feel like Republicans kind of favor people who are entrepreneurs, or people who make big money. Let me not say entrepreneurs. People who make big money.
Above 400K.
Yeah, they're making. There's a bunch of entrepreneurs not making nothing. Everybody want to be entrepreneur. Like it's, come on, like because I know I'm in the game. Like it ain't, you know what I mean? Like me being whatever level entrepreneur I am is me versus, you know, Jay-Z is like there's levels. Right now, right? So, but in a case like that, like someone like maybe on Jay-Z level is leaning towards being a Republican based on
financial
tax advantages. They don't seem to be trying to kill people who make that much money, where the Democrats seem to be more for the middle and lower class people, or the day-to-day worker, which it mentally puts me in a weird space. And the way my mom kind of explains it to me, right, is she said vote for where you are right now. If she's just going strictly off, you know, finances, because
which I can kind of agree with that. You know what I'm saying? If you decide to change later on, then I guess if you stick into the financial reasons, then it makes
that's
sense.
why I don't. But in this reason, this is why I kind of opt not to vote, because it's like,
because next year you making $2 million.
Yeah, but even if, right, let's just say
you're gonna be making more money than Jeff Bezos did his first year at Amazon.
Crazy guy.
It took him a while,
but I'm not.
He ain't do it in a year or two.
I'm not saying I'm either or. Or even next year I'm going to be making a certain amount, so I should lean towards the other one versus.
I mean, 4 years, boy.
Or whatever. But I'm saying the point.
I'm just saying. You said a year. I just got correct.
If I hit the lotto, then what up?
That was lit.
Yeah, I hit the lotto, then what you gonna say? You gonna want some of that though, right?
We dropping a breach at PV.
Oh, that's big exposure.
Big exposure.
We got a story time for y'all today too, by the way. But the point I'm trying to make is the reason why I feel like in that case, like I don't want to vote is because if I'm studying, like right now, I'm studying to aspire to be somebody super, super big, where if I'm just voting off of financial reasons, I'm gonna lean towards.
Where you at right now?
No, I'm gonna lean towards the other side.
Where you want to be, basically?
Yeah, but I'm saying like where I'm not saying I want to be there as far as that party. But I'm saying like, listen, shut up.
See, this is why they say never talk about religion or politics with the people you know and love. Because look, we about to shake during the podcast right now.
No, I ain't gonna shake.
It's about to be a brawl.
It's not in the contract.
They don't get that for free.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is I'm just using this, right? So like where I am right now, typically somebody would actually be a Democrat, right? Just if we're going off economic reasons, because believe it or not, whoever want to front or whatever, everybody be voting just because of what it's going to do for them financially, right? For the most part.
Yeah, I mean when they get to the nitty gritty, that's when they get into.
Yo, this guy is crazy, son.
If there's like an umbrella or a tree, that's probably like the top branch.
Right. So if right now if I'm voting to be Democrat just off of where I am, and then where I want to be, I'm eventually going to vote Republican, is like I don't want to vote at all. Because right now, even though like I look at it like if I'm voting against what my parents or my grandparents are voting towards, I'm doing them a disservice, because if I'm voting opposite of them, it might be affecting their day-to-day life. I feel like us in our 20s, us voting now, it's not really going to hit us on a day-to-day level. It's really hard. There's a lot of insurance and medical plans and stuff. I mean, if you're young, you should be youthful. You should be taking care of yourself. People who get older, they kind of tend to care about that stuff more. More of the story is, I don't want to vote, but if somebody I care about gives me a good reason, I'll consider. But people be looking at me like I'm crazy when I say I'm not voting. But when I did the research this year, just from my circle, a lot of people didn't vote, and I'm just like, I should have stuck to my guns. But that's
all right. Let me jump. All right, maybe because where we live at, you can kind of say if someone comes to me and be like, "Yo, my vote doesn't matter," I would not knock them for it because basically in the state we live in, it's always blue. It's always blue, and it's not even close. It's like a 70% landslide. It's blue, but at the same time though. The reason why I brought up the two different parties is because one is usually like the Republicans is mostly against like government involvement, and Democrats would say government involvement. That's where you get the Section 8 and government assistance and Section 8 and all that. And then the Republican is more like, nah, why don't you grind and do it yourself? And that's where people most likely would like come at like I guess our culture and be like, people are lazy. They always want help. They want to. But at the same time, the reason at the same time is what people don't realize is that the reason why the Republicans are jacking that is because they don't want to pay taxes, right? That's obviously the number one financial thing. But the thing is that like what taxes does, it goes into our healthcare, it goes into our roads, education system. The reason why Republicans really don't care, and they may not even outright say it, because then you're gonna see the devil that's within their lines. But basically, they have the funds to pay for their own education. So remember, where you went to school for free. They can have that option, but they pay. Some of them, a lot of them pay for. They go to private schools or they're homeschool. So why am I paying taxes to send little DJ to go to school for free? Democrats, that part of the government assistance, they actually enjoy. The Republicans want to remove a lot of that. So basically, when they also say that taxes go to fixing roads and all the hospitals, like I said, the Republicans, they have funds. They can fix their own roads. Like, yo, we got a huge pothole on the boulevard. They got their own money, hire their own private contractors to do it. They good. They rich. They billionaires or whatever. Versus Democrats like, yo, if we don't have funding for it, it's gonna be sitting there for a while.
So I'll give you the flip, right? So are you saying that because let's say the average Republican is wealthy, that they should be obligated to pay more than someone who's lower than them? Because technically, if we're talking off that, outside of people who got handed down their wealth, I worked my ass off to get where I am. So, no, I shouldn't be paying for your bum ass to go.
Yeah. And I think that falls into like the big divide.
I thought it was always taking a pee. Yo, I saw the cams. Yo, so he zipped it.
He's like, because he felt the room getting hot. He's like, yo, these two about to get in it.
If y'all niggas knew how I feel right now.
But no, we about to wrap this up. But I totally agree with you. And basically, we can even understand what you're saying. You're pretty much saying like we can even like bring it down to like a more fun, friendly environment. It's like, say if you wanted to go out to a club, a function. And it's everybody in the room, right? And then we all get there, but then Dre, you're the only one that got the bread. He was like, yo, let's get bottles. You're not gonna be the one. You're not gonna want to like get bottles for everybody,
right?
Why not?
For all of us. But that's the thing. Even though we're all supposed to be friends and cool,
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same logic. It's like, yo, we're all going to enjoy this function, right? Similar to like we're all supposed to be living together, a whole community, ecosystem, whatever. But Dre also wants to go out.
Yeah.
We want to go out, but we don't have the funds to necessarily participate. It's up to you if you want to like, yo, don't worry about it. It's all love. We're all. I care about
gang.
So that's why it's like it gets complicated because when it's split, it's more like, yo, why do I have to put my funding to help you out?
You got that one.
So it's like, now it's like how much you value money over humanity. That's the way I kind of view it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
okay, I like that one.
But I'm pretty sure someone else can counter it.
Fuck that. Fuck that. You got that one. That was a good one. I like that. That was a good one. I ain't think of it like that.
But I mean, it could be flipped. I'll be flipping on myself too. But let's get more a little. All right, we got a little too serious. People sweating.
Yeah.
But
Hot nigga.
Hot and bothered. You know?
let's get into the let's get a little bit silly. So I don't know if y'all saw Sweetie actually went on live with Quavo, right? And she basically said on her live, if he can't get you a Birkin, then he's for the streets. Basically insinuating if he's not up there to give you a Birkin bag, if he can't fund and supply your lifestyle, then he's for the streets. You shouldn't even be messing with him, sis.
Go Duce. Let's go Duce.
How you feel about those comments?
Off rip, I don't buy no girl. Nothing expensive, boy. Well, I won't say nothing expensive, but like designer.
Is G-Star the sign?
What do you mean designer?
Like Gucci, Louis, Fendi, shit like
You
that.
mean luxury?
Luxury?
Items, same shit, man. Come on, stop. Right?
Sean John is designer.
I'm about to walk out, bro. Anyways,
Sean John.
You gonna cut my ass if I wear Sean John? I got a pair of fly Sean John jeans in the crib
Back in the
right now.
day,
You know what I'm
Sean
saying?
John.
all right.
I backed them out. You don't even know what they are.
Y'all niggas get me tight. Here.
Nah, go ahead, go. Speak your piece though. Speak your piece. You want to hear it though?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, right. Luxury wise, I said it right this time.
Yeah.
All right. I never bought a girl any luxury shit. Well, I can't say never because there's only one girl I actually bought luxury shit forever.
Yeah.
But it's like she's proven that she's worth that.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? It's not like every girl I mess with, she getting Louis and Fendi'd out by me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like some of these niggas' bags ain't like that. So it's like,
So you cop her a Burlington bag?
I cop her whatever she want. Just you gotta be worth it to me for
Okay. So basically, in summary, you're not opposed to it, but you would prefer to cop a bag in your tax bracket, basically, not to blow
yeah.
off the last
If I got it and I could blow it, yeah, why not?
How you feel about it, Jay? Jay's like, girl, we saving this. We gonna buy a house.
I don't know. I'm not into treats like that.
You're not into what?
I don't know. Like I guess am I insinuating? Is it like a surprise or is it something like she asked for?
Well, I'm assuming.
'Cause if it's her birthday, then
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
different.
mind.
Yeah.
But like out the blue, like
I think that's
you
what
know
it was.
And let me tell you what's
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure it was out the blue. It was just randomly, hey babe.
Hey! What are you talking about? Like, are you dumb? Yo, listen. And I'm not saying like if I was on, let's say Quavo level,
Yeah.
making that much kind of money. Like, I guess that's equivalent to me taking someone out to dinner
Yeah.
and treating
Equivalent.
them. I'm just saying maybe on his
Not probably.
maybe on his level.
That's
Maybe
that's probably
maybe that's a
300.
suggestion. Yeah.
That's probably a $300 dates.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you know about those, right? You know about $300 dates.
I mean, you know too. I mean, what you saying?
Yo,
Come on, bro. Don't call me out like that, bro.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying that might just be a kind gesture, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I wouldn't be like that, but off the rip, I'm not. I don't know. I just don't feel. Once I see the price tag, it's like I start evaluating
My life again.
our relationship. Like, what's the first of all? Did I slap already? Let's just get there. Did I slap?
You at relationship? I'm at her
No,
mental makeup.
I'm not even saying we in relationship. Did I
okay,
slap
okay,
already?
okay.
Like, if you get a bag, what are you talking? Did I
so
slap?
let me ask you something.
Is your top elite? Like, what?
Boy,
let's
you got-
talk-
run it
like,
back,
what
run
are
it back,
we-
run
what
it
are we
back. Hold on,
doing?
hold on, hold on.
Hold on, let me.
No, I
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Dre's like, what am I investing in?
What are we doing?
What
You
is
got a
this
point,
investment?
though.
What's my
are we
return on
talking
this
about?
investment? Like it's like on a long term tip.
If you ain't spit on a John, what am I doing? What are you doing? What are you talking about? A bag? What Soldier Boy? Bag?
You like, a bag?
What are you talking about? I just don't feel right. Like there's certain things that either had to happen or you had to prove you got to prove some sort of longevity. Like these celebrities, they be in relationships for like 3 days and then homie just splurge. I'll just be like, what, son? And these niggas be having like 8 kids. Like, what are you talking about? I'd rather get that to my daughter or somebody.
Coons is elite.
I don't have a daughter. Yo, so, I don't know. Yo, nah, that's different. Because of the, you know what?
Listen,
no,
it's not different.
Nah,
listen.
He hit something right there.
All right, go ahead.
The Coons is elite. The top is elite. You still not getting whatever the fuck you want from me. I'm telling you, not off rip.
Unless you's a simp, right?
Yeah, but listen, I could barely. I mean, I can't barely even.
Over love. I usually choose the money over love.
Listen, it'd be difficult for me just to spend a band on myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
On some regular shit, even if I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to do that off of a John, it's like, yo,
It gotta mean something different.
negative what?
I'm agreeing with you. Like, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
We yeah, my guy. I would piece you, but we on.
Yeah, we don't care.
What?
Yeah.
That's for off cam, bro.
So,
But
we faking it out.
it just be difficult, boy. Past 4 windows, boy. I've been trying to buy them on clear, and I still ain't do it yet.
You've been you've been trying to do it like you wanted to.
It's not the fact that I don't got the bread because I got the bread.
It's a level that you wouldn't mind it, but like you feel like you gotta reach a certain level with me for me to do that.
Nah, it's just it's more so personal. Like I just can't justify me spending $1,000 on the fucking coat that I'm away from my house to the car and to the car to the spot
For 3 months.
That's it, boy. I could throw in 2 hoodies and I'm good, nigga.
Mm-mm.
It's I don't know. That's.
Here's a question though: is it because your funds isn't up there? Like,
Nah.
all right, boom. Say if your
see what happened to
annual
Big
income
Exposure.
was what? But I'm just saying though, what if your annual income was like $2 million?
Walk in the club with a couple of bitches. Shout out my son, Little Murder. Yo, but that's what I was saying. Like,
I see a baddie,
like,
I'm paying the rent.
if I see a baddie,
It definitely happened that night though.
yo, this guy.
Bro, wait till that story.
Are we doing story time? This
No.
next
Next episode, bro.
I
Next
can't.
episode. Let it rock.
Bet. So, but that brings up the point where I was saying, like, if I was on someone like Quavo's level, that might be a kind gesture.
Because it would mean nothing to you, really.
Yeah, like that might just be what it is on that level.
Yeah.
But like for us, like I'm not saying on y'all, but let me say for me,
Our
that's
age bracket, boy.
like I'm not doing that. Like I can't even. Yo, first of all, let me put it like this: I wouldn't even do that for my mom. Like she not into bags. She into different stuff. Like I would have to save up mad bread to do something extraordinary. Like I'd rather send my mom on a vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hawaii or something. Like I'm not dropping that on a joint, especially if I didn't slap, or if I slapped, the coons was weak, the
And I'd
head
be
was
right
weak.
there.
Like what am I doing? Yeah, like I'm not. Hey. You know what I mean? I would ask the general, but I would ask the engineer over there.
Yo, listen, that bag he got, bro. That's a whole
First of
different
all,
bag he got.
I'm about to put him on the spot.
Wait, but his
No.
wait, all right, boom, all right, because my thing is I'm trying to figure out where the nerve hit. So is it the gift giving of the bag or the cost? Because what if it was something small? I don't know. What's
Like a Coach bag or some shit.
yeah. But even Coach maybe.
Like some UGG boots or something.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I feel like when it comes down to
What if it's a Nordstrom bag?
So how much is a Birkin bag?
Anywhere from
minimum
30 grand?
10, yeah.
30 to like.
What's that? 40K for a Birkin bag?
For I guess a nice looking one.
All right.
All right.
Yo, I know my and I'm not gonna say
For the Bronx level, I guess. Bronx level.
Yes, it's the price. It's the price. I'd rather get you 3 pairs of Uggs. I'd rather get you some Balenciagas or something. Like let's make it make sense. Like what is our
pair of
relationship?
Uggs are you buying for 44
No,
grand?
I'm saying like I'm saying like
It's crazy.
on a lower level. Like yo, I'd rather buy you
Oh, I see what you
stuff.
mean. I see what you mean.
Like for you need to 40. I'd rather buy you a car. Like I'm basically buying you a car, but it's not a car. It's a handbag.
Yeah.
that you only gonna wear like 5 times.
So for all that's why wasn't there somebody saying like, "Yo, I'd rather go put that on a property or something." Like, let's make it make sense.
I think Safari or somebody like that, but
That's why I said like, "Yo, if I'm on a level where I could possibly do something like that, I'm evaluating our
I
relationship."
feel like it was Dirk. I don't know.
you said Dirk.
Yeah, I think it was Dirk. That was like the whole. I bought a property.
Maybe if I was with somebody for some years.
No,
No, but I'm saying, hear me out. Like if I'm with somebody for some years and we're on that level where we're like mid tier that level where like if like right now, like for me to buy a girl a pair of Balenciagas and a Montclair, I'm saving up a couple months. Like I could probably like do that in a month or so or whatever, but I'm saving up. I'm not gonna sit there and just drop that. I'm gonna save up and get that. Like if I'm at that level where I could save up and get that,
Yeah.
I have to maybe if over a course of I was with this person for some years, but like I've been with you for a year.
See,
That's
for
$40K.
you know what it is? I think the problem that it's like people's love language mixed with now we talking about finances that you hurting people in certain predicaments. My thing is that
I blame scammers.
it could be that, but my ultimately for me, my thing is that I don't mind the whole gift giving, whether receiving or giving, but it's like it shouldn't be something where it's like expected. You know what I'm saying? If someone does it, cool, you know, give them a cookie, gold stars, but for it to be kind of like expected in a relationship, I think that's the part where it's like kind of hits a nerve. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me do it because I want to, out of myself, generosity and care. But then once you start putting things on the table where it's like, this is what you got to do to show this is that you're for me. That's where it gets like,
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, like what you mean? Like if he don't get you a Birkin, that means he's not with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what made the comic. And then let me just because I know
It's the Birkin for me.
I know the comments is probably gonna let us up because that is a song lyric.
It's the Birkin for me.
But people just took it too serious. I don't know if it's because of delivery on the live, but like
what's
sweet. No, it's a new song that she just dropped. I don't even know the song to each other. But
She's the one who do tapping.
yeah, tap. Now it's on heat. It's heat. I like Sweet. She shy.
That's not
I didn't like when she flipped the P.D. Pablo song, but you know what I'm saying? Nah, we don't. That's not.
That's a bop.
The one time we get visuals, he want to act up.
Nah, we not doing that.
That's a bop though.
So, all right, so getting off that tip, so you know, niggas is gonna niggas. So the males, a rapper known as Reasons went on a Breakfast Club the other day,
Yeah.
and he basically went up there and said he feel like men should get, I guess, not celebrated, but more like a tap or pat in the back.
Credit.
Appreciated.
Yeah, be appreciated for not going out on the towns and wilding that night. You know what I'm saying? Basically, for not stepping out, it should be acknowledged. At
It's
least.
a fact.
How you guys feel about
Yo, it's a fact because Lord knows it be hard as shit, boy. Because the joints that be going through, boy, I just be like, yo,
Over love.
if you only knew, you could get your shit slapped. But I gotta remember, like, yo, I can't really do this, you know? Because I'm gonna fuck myself up in the end.
Yeah.
Or like some shit gonna happen to where it's like I gotta dead it in a way. You feel me? So it's like I'd rather not get attached, you feel me?
Yeah, like
So you rather be faithful?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
you don't want to create mess to clean it up afterwards.
And we ain't cleaning up no messes over here, but
Ain't no mess to clean up.
Dre, what you wanna say to me?
No, I mean, the question is, do I feel like
Well, no, basically, what's your comments like? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you feel like he was wilding? A lot of women felt like basically because we don't have a female or a woman perspective on our podcast, but a lot of people in the timeline or in the comments were saying,
yeah, I put that in my story and I did one of those
the
boxes.
question is like, they're like, are you dumb?
I got mixed and
They saying it's harder for women because they
they sound crazy.
They getting penis pics.
Yeah, I'm woman bash right now. That sounds crazy. That's absurd.
They saying all we getting is poons and they getting the meat and a bag.
True.
The meat and funds, meat and the trip.
And the trip.
They getting flued out.
And they like to travel.
All we getting is getting poons. That's probably not even good. They probably not even valid poons. We stepped out for no reason, and now we walking out ashamed after we bust.
That's the cast facts, right? That's the cast facts. These sound just like them cast.
But you're not walking out shame if her shit elite.
If It's elite.
It's about her. I mean, that mean, you know.
That mean
Homeboy said, homeboy put a general. Homeboy put a general. Nevertheless, I don't agree with him per se, because I feel like if you decided you wanted to, I feel like if you decide to pursue this person or be with them, like that should be what it is. You're dating them, or you should be faithful or whatever, right? But here's my flip to that, right? And I want to know you guys' opinion. So, in you guys' opinion, and I'm gonna just shout to the video girl. It's my sister.
I thought you ain't know her.
Shut up.
Yeah, you said that the first time.
But I just want to ask you guys, right? Is cheating the worst of the worst thing? Like if your significant other cheated on you, would you break up with them? Like no second chances or whatever. Like even if you forgave them in the past, right?
Did she give?
But
the
like
spits?
right now, listen. I'm saying right now, if your girl or your guy cheated on
It's only
you,
men on this podcast, dog.
I pointed out to a young lady, didn't I?
Sorry, my fault.
Okay.
My fault. I hear you.
She's not Shim.
She's not Shim.
Shim is his brother, by the way. We're not gender biased on this podcast. Nevertheless, I want to know if someone cheated on you, would that be the end of everything? And we could go around. So, like, if you want to go, like, if your girl, you know, if you're in a relationship, if your girl cheated on you, would that be the end of everything?
All right. I don't want to say no.
So you saying no?
All right, hold on.
Here's the reason why.
Hold on.
The reason why, because this is gonna be posted, and I don't want.
So let me say it a
if
different
something
way.
happens in the future,
I'm gonna give it a simple.
I don't want someone to
I
think.
got a simpler way. Would it break the trust?
Fuck yeah. What you mean?
That's all I know. Would it break the trust?
Here's the reason why I would counter, or the reason why I hesitate, because I ultimately is are you with that person for only sex? Are you with them because you actually vibe?
This is your vibe. Like,
Yeah.
you in love.
Because I'm with this person not because of sex. I'm there because of actual non-sexual contact and conversation. Granted, if that happens, it would hurt. But then, mind you, if you're dating someone, you're dating to like relationship, and then long term, and then in the long, I guess once I'm 80, it's not gonna work the way it worked when I was 20. You feel me? So it can't be the end or be, or I have to make sure, like, when I'm in a room with you, I don't want to feel like I need to kill myself because you're in the room. You know what I'm saying? I can actually withstand your conversations, and I'm actually happy to be in that environment. So I don't. That's the reason why I say I don't. That's the reason why I'm not gonna say no.
The antagonist.
The antagonist.
This guy is crazy.
That's fact. But I guess as a young person in 20s, yes, it's gonna be a big thing. But then ultimately, if I'm with someone, it's for the other reasons. I can go and get cheeks whenever I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You get cheeks when you want. Yo, what about you, sir?
Yo, listen, first off, we almost pushing 30, right? I'm going to just let that be known.
Say that.
So it's like, if I invested from, I'll say, mid to early 20s, and then you go out and do that, and you know what we building, boy, listen.
You feel like they betrayed your trust.
Yeah, it's have a nice life. You feel me? There's no coming back after that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can talk it out and whatever, but just know I ain't gonna trust you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And once I tell you personally, like, yo, it's whatever, I don't care. Boy, I'm knocking everything down in sight, which is a fact, and I'm gonna let it be known, like, yo, I'm gonna let you know what's up. If you want to be around, you around. But
and that's because you value sex.
Nah, I just value.
It just hurt him.
Yeah, like if I hold you to a high standard, and it's like you just drop below that, or you do some stupid shit, it's like now it's like I start questioning everything.
But the reason why I'm asking you is, so what's the equivalent of reaching that point that's not sex? Is there a point? Is there something?
Is there something
that would hit that same trigger point for you? That would hit that same trigger point for you. I'm just saying.
Show's a hot one right now.
I'm just saying, because when you're 60 and you see me, your John don't work no more, that means she's solid.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
that's why,
what I'm saying.
that's why they got pills
what's
for, man. Ciaca, Viagra. We got all that. But still at the end of the day, boy,
Royal honey.
the facts, right?
if she gave son the tops,
Oh, that's on this. Okay.
bro, we cracking the ball on everybody.
Yo, dudes would be like, you let him hit? All right. Yo,
But did you top him, though?
Did you eat him? You eat the pecker as a rat.
Listen, man. And if you come guzzling off the rip,
All
bro.
right, see, all right.
Glizzy gladiators.
She's married, by the way.
Listen, you heard what you said earlier?
That's different.
How?
I don't remember what I said.
I'm done.
It doesn't matter.
I'm walking out. That's where I quit.
You quit. Whoa, way. Delete that.
Don't delete that, bro. You know how many times I quit
So,
this shit?
all right, so look. So we got my sister. My sister, she's got this production thing. We got shining lights. All that.
We look like we signed a contract.
Yo, it's looking crazy.
We did sign a
Production in
contract.
here with the production.
what button was like, you know? So look, I want to know, will cheating break the trust in a relationship? And in it breaking the trust, would it kind of like lean towards the relationship being over, in your opinion?
Okay,
Right now.
so
Talk to us.
being married, 5 years now, I will tell you. Well, thank you. You
I
know,
love for my sister and my brother-in-law, Mark.
we're a pretty young couple. I just hit
3
30.
amazing
You know,
kids.
yes, three kids. If he cheated on me, heck yeah, that would break the trust.
Thank you. My point exactly.
That would definitely break the trust. Now, the way, from a Christian upbringing and what I stand on now, marriage is not something that you take lightly, and it's not something that you throw away. If somebody has done an offense, it doesn't even have to just be cheating. It could be anything that breaks your trust. If I disrespect him, that's something that's, something that he takes to be serious. That's not something that...
Coming for you.
Disrespect is a big thing for him. So if I commit that offense to him, that's something that would break his trust in me. So cheating is something that for me is like, a huge deal breaker. It doesn't mean that I'm going to throw the marriage away. In fact, we are encouraged to go get counseling. Now, it's also to find what is the root of this behavior. Why did you feel led to cheat? Was it, and having this experience of guys having the issue of thinking with two heads, and sometimes the immature head leads the way. Sometimes cheating is really a foolish decision and not necessarily something that is done mentally.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is, if he was to cheat on me emotionally, if he was to cheat on me and like really be like, nah, I'm really digging her,
Yeah.
I would be,
Like sending out flowers. And
Yeah.
it would be a whole,
you'd be like, DJ, come over. We're going to beat up bar.
we're burning the house down.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But no, and even still, I mean, this is not my podcast, but there's a pastor
Yeah.
who has committed these kinds of offenses multiple times, and he makes it seem like it's like nothing,
It's regular.
and apologizes, buys his wife cars and all kinds of fancy things.
Oh, he's
as a
Quavo.
cover-up.
Can we dig into that, please? Because I really have a
Oh,
problem.
he's
with that.
Quavo. He buying Birkins? He's not in Birkin tax bracket.
What was
but
it?
he's
A
buying-
Lamborghini. It was Lamborghini.
Oh,
He bought a Lamborghini.
Oh, he got the lamb truck. Oh, he money bag.
Money bag, yo.
He's money bag.
Lamb truck. I pull up in the lamb truck.
My point being, that's not gonna for me.
What's up, Boogie?
For me, that's not gonna cut it. That's not an apology. That's not a repair to the relationship. So, yes, it would break the trust having cheated, but no, that's not the end of the relationship. The end of the relationship is when you are not truly sorry. You're not trying to fix the situation, and you have to really show that you're trying to fix the behavior. And it's the same thing for women as well. If I disrespect him and I broke his trust, then that means I have to show up and I have to show him, all right, that's not my intent. You got questions for me?
I got a lot.
Let me bring it home first.
Nah, just bring the attention to us. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it home. But thank you. You want a nickname or should I just say your real name?
I'm here.
It's my sister, you know what I mean? That's my sister, Andrea.
Sister Dre.
Yeah, that was a good little spin right there. But I guess the consensus is if on at least for some of us, if we get cheated on, it'll do damage to our relationship. I guess all around the board. Like it'll put something there in the relationship.
I'm not leaving.
Okay, I like that. I like Stro got some. He got heart. You cheat on me.
You're right here.
So look, so cheating is something really big. So now because there's a huge penalty for cheating,
Yeah.
why don't men or women praise their significant other for not doing it?
Oh,
Because-
back to what reasons logic.
Because it's like they'll say, "Oh, it's the bare." That's what I got. Like, "Oh, it's the."
bare minimum.
Yo, I wish I could, man. If I could pull up some of that stuff they're
They
saying.
say why should I praise a fish for swimming or
Oh, you
something?
saw that?
Like
That was Sam.
Yeah. Oh.
There was another one. Oh man, it was hilarious. So we paying people so we giving people credit for breathing or something like that, or
Yeah.
some stupid stuff. But I understood what they were saying. But
I understood, but at the same time, they don't realize it's actually
it's like high risk, low reward.
not
type
even
deal
that.
going on.
It's a double standard. Because now I'm about to just switch it up.
This guy.
It is. It's a weird double standard. It's a weird double standard. Because all right, boom. Let's bring it back. Let's make it trivial. Men getting roses for women, right? Why? It's not a birthday, right? They appreciate it, right?
Yeah, why not?
You can kind of say that's almost the same thing. I'm not patting your back. I'm not praising you for not cheating, but I'm just showing an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
What is the woman version of just random roses, random cards? Come on, man.
Jeez,
It's not the same.
I said that's for them. I
know.
But they say double
I know,
twist
but I'm
toe.
just saying. But I'm just saying though. But my thing is, and I feel like ultimately, and I feel like ultimately that's where kind of reasons is like getting at. Cause boom, when you propose to your woman, right? She gets the engagement ring. You don't get anything in the engagement. You get a yes, you know what I'm saying? If you do it in public, you don't get embarrassed. That's what you get. You don't get anything to reciprocate that. So I guess that's maybe, and this is me just thinking that maybe that's not what he meant, but that's how I read it. People probably saw it like, oh, why should I praise the sun for coming up every morning? Like, it's like sometimes people just want to know that they appreciate it. And I think that's where he was coming from. Because like I said, women will get the random roses based on certain people's love languages. Because the gift giving, some dudes will go out there and give you a random rose. It's a random Wednesday.
But here's the flip to that, right? And especially in today's day and time.
What is the men? Yeah.
The flip side, because not everybody's a stand-up guy like you. So I'm
not saying I'm out there getting roses.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I'm not giving out roses.
I'm saying I'm saying across the board here, we're I guess gentlemen to the point where we don't mind doing, like, if we have somebody in our lives, we don't mind doing for them. There's a lot of women out there doing for guys.
Yeah, nah. They're all,
What generation is this boy living in?
Nah,
No,
they're
I'm
all
saying-
girls.
what? Are you
They're all
talking about?
girls that back out on dudes.
Listen, in my last relationship, if I show you the cash app received
Yeah.
versus given, it's a significant difference. And she was sending them while at the point I was down, she was
Let's not, even though it's all,
for the woo.
do say, damn, we gotta back up the. Let's not act like.
I was like, yo, this guy.
Let's not act like there are some women that's
Shoot,
like.
this guy want to do that dumb shit.
Let's not act like there are some women that's actually holding it down and actually like putting mad funds in like dude's pocket or taking
Fun
care
and
of them.
pain.
Yeah. But that's different when he is down. It's kind of like, because women are what, natural nurturers and caretakers. Like they just love doing that. But then what if your guy is
If
like,
you're a hook booger, you ain't doing that.
what do you mean, the girl?
If Shorty's a hook
No,
booger,
some might. She might be a hood booger.
Yo,
She
I
might be
throw
a
my phone
female
across this room.
scammer.
Don't lie like that,
She
bro.
might be a female scammer and swiping the pieces.
She may be slamming another dude or getting money from another dude, but she gonna take care of her.
Yeah. There's girls that got cars
Well,
and that
we know
be
one
driving their dudes
exactly,
around.
but we not even gonna say that.
You hear this guy? We're not gossiping on this podcast.
We don't gossip. We don't gossip. We just talk.
First of all, I
straight
don't know
facts.
what he talking about. I mean,
But my thing is that
You gonna sit up here and do that, bro?
but my thing is like
guy is crazy.
my thing is that as a guy, and say if that guy you guys are both equally in the same financial standing, tax bracket or whatever. He's a lawyer, doctor, whatever. He presents you with roses or whatever guys do. And I understand women, some women. I know some women don't like flowers because they die. I don't have space. I'm not really a plant. I'm
it's
not a
still the
green
thought,
thumb.
though.
But it's a thought. But then they receive some type of feeling, emotional binding to that.
Yeah.
What's the guy equivalent? And I think that's what Reasons was kind of searching for when he says that. Because here's the thing. Here's the flip side. All right, cool. Y'all want to drag him. Y'all want to drag guys for saying we need to get pat on our backs. All right, say if we go do the deed, we're getting dragged through the mud.
That's what I was trying to. That's the point I was trying to make.
So what's the flip side of
It's a high risk, low reward. It's like if I go out and cheat, done. It's not even that you're leaving
Drag
me.
factory.
I'm getting dragged
Where's
through the mud.
Where's RuPaul? Whatever.
But because he's what?
It's no show.
The drag race?
It's a drag factory. If we
Shout
do
out
something
to the
crazy.
drag factory.
We getting dragged throughout the mud. Everything. We getting put under the bus. We getting thrown under the jail.
Yo, boy.
We getting flamed.
Hold on, we go my head. My head. So look,
Yo, this guy.
we wrapping up. We're like,
But it's crazy how we just. Now it's a fact though. If we do the deed, we're gonna get dragged. So what's the flip of that?
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Show appreciation. Like even whatever that
What's the
is.
equivalent of getting roses as a guy?
And
But what is that? It's crazy that as a male.
But I'll tell you what,
I don't really know.
But
what
look, the reason why.
sex goes both ways.
But look,
Because after you
no.
do me,
that's a-
I'm gonna have to treat you back, right? Otherwise, I'm a scumbag. I'm
But
gonna just
look.
roll over and just
I don't know. Who
get you next
fucking
time,
like-
sis.
Yo, this guy's.
Listen,
Get you next time, sis.
there's no get you next time. Is I get my nut off my mouth.
Been over, been back. Yo,
Nah, that was a good one.
look,
That was a good.
to conclude and to answer your question, it could be something along the lines of most guys either don't know their love language or don't know how to express that, so they don't know how to give that back. To where normally females make it very clear what they want and how they want to be treated, and once they're comfortable with you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it could be either roses or Birkin or whatever the heck it may be. But nevertheless, we're gonna conclude. This is a little bit of everything podcast.
Yes.
I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. Shout out to my sister. You know what I mean? This is my dogs for real. You know what I mean? We got a live production. I wish I could show y'all this. We look good on cam, but the
You
cam
look like
good.
the ends was rolling in.
You
Like,
feel me? First of all, I paid top dollar for this. Okay, paid top dollar. She used to try to stab me when I was a kid. She locked me outside. It was crazy stuff going on after school, right? So this is kind of like
there's
the
repercussions.
You feel me? This is the repercussion for a fee, but never. That's you can hit her up. She's on what's your handle?
Andrea Caesar, the filmmaker.
Andrea Caesar, the filmmaker. On Instagram. Oh, you on the mic, right?
On Instagram, Andrea Caesar, the filmmaker. ANDREACESAR, the filmmaker. On Instagram.
You feel me?
Talk about it.
She
Talk
got
about
Netflix stuff going on, kind of weird.
Netflix?
Yes.
Yo, we signed already.
Yeah. You know what I mean? She was on. She got a couple of producers.
She signed to ALBOET.
We gonna big exposure tonight, man.
Shout out to our producer.
Yes.
Our brother,
Thanks.
the general. You feel me?
Top flight engineer.
Blood fire, right? Yo,
Organic
Boy, lit.
Beards. Mr. Organic Beards.
it's really like Bear Gang on there, right? So it's your boy to go get a Dre. We signing out.
Stro some.
You feel me?
Do say damn, we out here.
You say Benzito. We out, man.
Whole lot of gang shit. You heard?
Rest in peace, King Ball.